let's do connections. But first, we reveal our dad joke of the day for Monday, May 11th. Which pet makes the most noise? A trumpet. All right. And what do you think happened on May 11th, 2016? Only 10 years ago. Italian Parliament approved civil unions of same-sex couples. On May 11, 2016, the Italian Parliament officially approved the law recognizing civil unions for same-sex couples. The official vote was tallied at 372 to 51, with 99 representatives abstaining. Earlier that year, the country illustrated its polarized views. Within 1 week of each other, conservative and liberal groups took to the streets in thousands to vocalize their opinions. Officials categorized the change as historic in Italy, which has powerful ties to the Roman Catholic Church. Supporters of the bill highlighted that the legislation still did not grant full equality to same-sex couples, as it did not recognize same-sex marriages, and it did not allow for a partner in a same-sex partnership to adopt the other partner's biological children. Although proponents of same-sex marriages welcomed the steps forward, they also acknowledged Italy was one of the last Western countries to pivot towards equality for lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender citizens. The law officially took effect on June 5th, 2016, after Italian President Sergio Mattarella signed the legislation. All right. Well, I'd like to thank the following members for starting a new month. Thank you to Michael Rincon, R. Melg, Michelle M., and Blitzfan. Special thanks to Blitzfan for 4 months as a super supporter. All right, well, let's do connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got Color, Creep, Shandy, Karma, Knives Out, it's a movie, Slip, Pyramid, Rhyme, Steal, Chinatown, another movie, Keyed, Sneak, Seven, another movie, although usually it's spelled with a 7 instead of a V, Ponzi, Elegy, and Vertigo, another movie. So I don't know what these movies would have anything to do with each other, but they are movies, so it's either a category or it's some sort of red herring. So let's hold off on that, because like if there was an obvious connection between these movies, do they have like similar directors or writers or something? I don't think they would. Anyway, let's look for other categories and see if this gets split up or not. Ponzi, I mean, is well known to be a scheme, a Ponzi scheme. So are there other schemes here? Karma scheme, pyramid scheme. Okay, I think we do have schemes. None of the movies are a scheme, so the movies are starting to look pretty good. Elegy scheme, karma scheme, steal scheme. I don't know what our other schemes are. Color scheme. You can have a color scheme. Shandy. What is shandy? I've heard of a shanty town, but not a shandy. I hope that's purple and it's just using letters because I don't know what it is. Karma, Knives Out, Slip. There's the Slipstream Drive in Star Trek. I'm sure that's what they'd reference. Rhyme. A rhyming scheme, maybe? Steal, Chinatown, Keyed, Sneak, 7. All right, I think these are schemes. Kinds of schemes. That was only green. I was expecting at least blue. All right. I mean, I don't know if I should try the movies yet or not. Let's just see what else there is. Because again, is it just going to be movies? I don't know enough about the movies to know if there's something else related about them. Karma. What are we doing with karma? I really don't know. Maybe it's more fodder for purple then. Elegy? Elegy, is that writing about someone who's died? Or speech? That's what's coming to my mind. But I'm also thinking maybe I'm confusing that with something else. But all right. Keyed is past tense for some reason. We might have a fill in the blank. Whenever there's a weird past tense, it always makes me think we're fill in the blank. What would we do with shandy? I mean, it's got hand in the middle of it. Oh, yeah, and this has arm in the middle of it. This has eye in the middle of it. That's why it's ED. What else has a body part in the middle? This is lip, but it's not in the middle. I think we need to remove the first and last letter. Yeah, elegy is giving us leg. Okay. So this is probably purple then. Body part surrounded by 2 letters. There you go. They even included red herring on that one. So we still have the movies. Yeah. Detective movies. Oh, they're all about detectives. Okay. Steal, slip, creep, and sneak. This is yellow. I mean, are these just synonyms? Kinda. Yeah, I mean, like you can steal away from a party, right? So steal can mean to be like quietly moving. You slip away from a party, you creep away, sneak away. Okay. Move stealthily within. Oh, interesting. I was using away, but they were using in. Creep in, slip in, sneak in, steal in. Okay. Same deal. You can use out, you can use away. Okay. Yeah, not too bad today. I guess knowing the movies helps, but even if you didn't know the movies, like these are not all that hard to find. I guess you got to know either you got to either know the schemes or the movies. So there is a little bit of trivia going on here. It might be fairly common trivia, but it's still trivia. Okay. Let's see. What is going on with this? It's like a robot with like oh, is this Radiohead for creep? Okay. They give it 2 out of 5. Let's see how people are doing. 72%. A little lower than I expected, to be honest. Maybe it has to do with the trivia. We'll find out. Very even, like extremely even. But remember, this is for people who won, except for purple, which is still at 7%, which is a little higher than usual. Then second, still even, pretty much. It's just the top blue category is if you don't know the movies first, you probably don't know the movies second, right? But yeah, people who are losing are it's kind of across the board. Let's look at this stat. 8% got only yellow, 6% got nothing, 5% got yellow blue, so knew the movies but not the schemes. 5% knew yellow green, so knew the schemes but not the movies. This is exactly what I'm talking about. And then purple, like I'm sure people who got purple just didn't lose. I don't know how sure I should be of that. It looks to be the case though. Interesting. All right. What are mistakes people are making? Putting elegy in with blue, putting karma in with blue. So probably knowing 3 out of the 4 movies and just trying to see what the other movie might be. Putting not knowing all the schemes as well, right? So you might know, oh, it's movies, oh, it's schemes, but still, you don't know all 4 of them. So that's what's tricky about trivia categories. You either know it or you don't. You're not going to be able to logic through it through language knowledge. All right, we've got yellow first, blue first, green first, all like above 20%. That's pretty high. Purple first is at 4%. And then we've got some guesses here. Pyramid, steal, sneak, and Ponzi. I think probably what people are thinking here is like criminally stealing money in some way, right? So thinking about the pyramid scheme, thinking about the Ponzi scheme, but then also stealing and sneaking. I don't know. Some sort of crime related stuff is probably what they're thinking there. And then I don't know, maybe Elegy is a movie. What do I know? Let's find out. Is Elegy a movie? IMDb Elegy. It is a movie from 2008. Not surprising. There's probably a movie for a lot of different words. But it might not be a detective movie. Who knows? Or it could be a complete red herring. All right. Well, how'd you do?